Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here and welcome back to my channel. Look at me, I finally decided to wear a new top. I don't know what it is, but I am living, breathing and wearing Taylor Swift just constantly. I have regressed back to my 15-year-old self and I have no shame in it. I decided that this week my toxic trait was going to be rewatching 90210, which is a wild ride. Also, I don't know why my hair looks like Miss Hooley. I should have straightened it or curled it before recording, but I just couldn't be bothered. And I did want to record this video because I do feel like there are some interesting takes. So over the weekend, I uploaded a video which was about the pack refresh that we were getting from the Sims team. They have said that they are going to be looking at a game pack that we already have, that already exists for The Sims 4, and we know that they want to start refreshing content from these packs due to a survey that we did like last year or the year before then. 2019 and 2020 are the same year in my brain. And loads of you took to the comment section of that video and left a whole ton of like stuff that you would like to see, that you feel has been overlooked in the game, that you think needs fixing or a rework or potentially things added to it. So we're gonna go through those comments and I'm gonna judge you based upon the feedback you left. I'm not really gonna judge. That's not why I'm here. I just wanna like talk about it, whether I agree, whether I disagree, because you lot are all super creative. Obviously in that video that I did over the weekend, I did talk that it was most likely for me personally based off a refreshing, relaxing refresh of a game pack. I probably thought that it was gonna either be Outdoor Retreat or Spa Day. So a lot of you have given obvious refreshers for those two packs, such as Frisbee Biscuit. I think a wellness coach career could use all the stuff from Spa Day and would be really fun. I said I would love to see like a yoga teacher or a massage therapist career, but this just takes like my idea to the next level and I very much would like to see this. So you could choose a profession at level 5. So it's kind of like building up, like you can get skills in the wellness skill, and then once you reach like level 5 of that career, you choose a direction to go in. So you can either choose yogi, meditation coach, or massage therapist. Yes. Even if we don't get it as like a career in the end, I think just being able to like teach those skills would be very handy. Just a reading Ravenclaw said, I don't own any of the game packs. An archery skill would be cool. Yes, please let me live out my Katniss Everdeen fantasy. Oh my goodness. Have you seen how attractive those Olympians were doing archery? Like, stab me now with your arrow. I would love an archery skill. Also like axe throwing. We have the horseshoe game, but we don't have like archery or anything. And I think it would be really cool. Maybe not as a skill, but just like as an activity that Sims could do. For Spa Day, maybe the ability to have a dietary plan that could also tie in with separating vegetarian and lactose intolerance from traits. That was one of the main pieces of feedback that people had from cottage living. And also vegetarian was taken from city living and added into the base game. Those are more dietary requirements than they are personality traits, even though so many people like joke like, ah yes, lactose intolerant is one of my 3 main personality traits, which is like all fun and games, but like actually in the game, like you only have 3 chances to like sum up your sim, and you don't really want like a dietary requirement taking that over. It also kind of ties into like the healthy lifestyle that I think we have going on in The Sims 4, so why not? This one is speaking to my soul. I'd absolutely love it if your Sims could just apply for job at a pub, a coffee shop, or a restaurant. Give them an option of server, cook, barista, cashier, and then make it how the dates are and get to work where you have simple, mundane, worker-bee tasks to do. This is kind of how it works in The Sims Mobile. I don't know how many of like you, my audience, like percentage-wise, have played Sims Mobile, but I used to play it like back in the day when it first came out, and you'd basically basically go to work and do like a couple of mundane tasks. You'd like clean up tables, you'd like talk to customers, and then you'd also like make coffee. And I just think that would be such a cool thing to have in The Sims 4. It would make it feel as if your Sims were actually alive and they were actually like getting to know people and like working in a great environment that was always like switched on. And then you could just choose to send them to work if you wanted to. Maybe even have flexible schedules or choose your own hours type of thing for part-time jobs would be amazing. You can choose how much you'd like to work and on what days and at what time, kind of like creating your own schedule. I think that's a really cool idea. I think it might be a little bit too much for these refreshes, but we can always hope. This one I think is a given. I think everybody would, I think we all would like to see this, in the words of Victoria Justice, our queen, but would love to see aliens and mermaids refreshed with deeper skills and abilities. Two of the biggest letdowns of The Sims 4 as a franchise within itself. Aliens I actually prefer over mermaids just because they feel like they have a little bit more to do, especially if you have an alien who is in the scientist career. I always have fun playing as aliens, more so than mermaids, because I feel like they just have like their own special powers, whereas mermaids really do fall flat for me. Even like becoming a mermaid isn't difficult in The Sims 4. So those two life forms definitely need to be looked at. And speaking of different life forms in The Sims 4, Jay says, I would love for Granite Falls to have plant sims be added, as it was quite a small pack and adding plant sims could be easy as you have the trees and beans to turn sims into one. So we got plant sims as like a spring challenge, I'm fairly sure it was. I have not played with plant sims since then, but I think like introducing plant sims as an actual life form would be great. Having plant sims babies back, I would absolutely love them. You lot know how much I love plants in general, and like I also play with gardening so much and like flower arranging so much, and it makes sense that the plant sims could have special powers when it comes to flowers and all of that. So I personally would love to see plant sims make like an official return. Chelsea, you are speaking my love language right now, because when Realm of Magic came out and we like got teased with familiars, I just knew they were going to be a letdown. Lo and behold, the pack was released and they were a letdown to me personally, because you can barely do anything with familiars. They're just kind of cute little floaty things that you can't even really interact with. I downloaded a mod straight away that like allowed me to interact more with my familiar, just because I felt they were so underutilized in the official release. It would be nice to interact with them without a mod, or they can be more helpful in magical battles. Absolutely. I think this is needed when it comes to Realm of Magic, and I can't believe that I blanked on that. I feel like familiars are so underutilized that if you gave me 10 minutes, I could come up with a bunch of stuff for them. They do seem like a little like side note of Realm of Magic, but I genuinely think they could play a very big role. For example, I think your spellcasters could do a personality type quiz, and then they could be given a familiar based on like the type of spellcaster that they are. I think it could help shift like the story of whether your spellcaster was going to be like an evil spellcaster or a like goody two shoes spellcaster. I think they could have like a more dark, evil looking one if they were going down that road. And I kind of think of them as like an angel or a devil on your shoulder. So the familiars could kind of like influence you to do like a specific route of magic. That's how I personally played with those familiars when Realm of Magic came out, because I was like, no, I want these like little cute things to actually have some storyline behind them. So those are just like off the top of my head, but I do think they could play a much bigger role than what they currently do. It seems that you lot were really feeling the feedback for Realm of Magic. I think it was the game pack that I got like the most comments about. So clearly like something needs to be changed with Realm of Magic, because I feel like we're all just like not feeling it the way that it is at the minute. We need to be able to live in the magic realm. That would be so cool. Just add a little island with 3 or so lots on it. I want my Sims to live in a mystical void. It's not too much to ask. I don't know about that. I always say when I do these sort of videos, I don't know anything about game design. I don't know how easy, I don't know how tough these things are. I just know personally that I would truly love to live in the realm of magic. I was really upset when you couldn't use the greenhouse because it was such an amazing set and then you couldn't do anything with it, like whatsoever. I just think it's a great idea to allow spellcasters to be able to live there. Another realm of magic missed opportunity from Aviva. I'd love to be able to get to know the lore of the magic realm better, because you have the sages, but it doesn't really go into like how these sages were chosen, like why the 3 main types of like magic were given to those sages. I feel like there's so much that could be talked about when it came to that world lore. Also, broomsticks working as teleports really bothers me. I'd much prefer them to work more similarly to how bikes and follow routes in the air, rather than instantly transporting a sim from one place to another. I've never thought about that. I do think they'd have to like change a lot of stuff because obviously in the magic realm, like there's like 3 different islands. And so I think they went for the teleporting because it would make sense in that world itself. But I think if you were living in an other world that already has routes for those bikes or jogging, they could reprogram it. Christine Winters, you blew me out of the water with this one. Oh my goodness, you just sold Outdoor Retreat to me. I know it was the first game pack and it's definitely the one that probably needs like the most rework on it when it comes to like the value of the pack as well as Spa Day, I feel like. But additional gameplay / rabbit holes for Granite Falls in particular, kids/teens summer camp, or like tie it into scouting if people have seasons. Like let kids go and stay there at a little camp, have activities. We all know that kids need so much more. I personally loved going to like outdoor activity camps as a kid. If you went to primary school in the UK, you probably did Robin Wood or like a local similar sort of thing where you just went on like a 2-day trip away with your teachers and you did like the piranha pool, you did archery, you did bike rides, you did rock climbing, abseiling, all of that. I would love for my Sims kids to be able to do. Sleeping bags implement sleepovers. Imagine having like a little campfire sleepover in your back garden. Like, yes, you can technically invite kids over and have them like sleep in tents in your back garden, but like we don't have sleeping bags. Sleeping under the stars, I would love to see it. And then obviously hiking trails we got with Snowy Escape. I mentioned that in my video. I would love to see them be also taken over to Granite Falls and new traits. I don't know what new traits you were thinking, but I'm never going to say no to new traits. I thought this next one was great for representation in The Sims 4. So in Hindu/yogic mythology, you get a bunch of powers called siddhis. When you reach a certain point in yoga/meditation, teleportation being one of them, which you already know we have teleportation in the game due to the wellness skill. It would be neat if they read Patanjali's Yoga Sutras and added some more of the other powers. It would also be neat if you progressively unlock some of them, because it's not like, oh, you reach level 10, you can now float in the air. They're more like guideposts for how far along you are. That's an incredible idea. I said that I wanted to unlock like more of those potential like powers, and I don't feel right calling them powers now that I've definitely read this comment, but we have teleportation, so why not include more of that? I also personally had another idea that I completely blanked on when I recorded the first original video, but what about resorts? Like for Outdoor Retreat or Spa Day, this could be done for either one of the ones that I think is having this refresh, but resorts would be so cool, like a spa and resorts pack with hotels and getaways. Obviously, we have like the holiday option, the vacation home option. I guess I'm just thinking that like most like high-end, like high-budget hotels usually have a spa with them as well, which you can either go to like the spa just for like your treatments and you don't have to stay over at the hotel, but what if they just rolled those two things together and we were finally getting hotels in a game pack? Because I do feel like Spa Day specifically probably has the least amount of content. I was genuinely talking to some friends the other day and I was like, I think if Spa Day came out this year, in the year of 2021, I genuinely think it would be considered a stuff pack, because really all we got it for was a yoga mat, a meditation stool, a massage therapist like table, but you can't really do anything with those things. You can only like really attend classes or ask for someone to massage you or massage someone at home, which you don't get paid for. So really, like, what else is there? I know you get the spa lot trait. I mean, all you have to do is take a look at paranormal stuff. We got a full career. We also got a like active lot type. I genuinely think it could be classed as a stuff pack in this day and age. So I think hotels would just like up the budget of that pack so much. I think it would make it so worth it for other players. So let me know what you all think. I want to hear your feedback on these comments. This is just going to be a train of videos now. I'm just going to have me reacting to all of your feedback on the game pack refreshes. I'm not. This is the last one I will make on the game pack ones, but I just love the ideas that you lot have. I will also be making one on expansions. It's probably going to be quite long because I feel like expansions are big anyway. So if you do have any follow-on ideas from any of these game packs, or you have them for expansions, absolutely feel free to let me know down below. I love hearing all of your thoughts and feedback. It's exactly why I make these types of videos. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I've given myself a headache, so I'm gonna go edit this video and I will speak to you all in the next one. Bye now.